Hi there, this is Jennifer with Brome Fields, and today we're going to be working on a twisted headband that I used the seed stitch for. And I'm going to go over two ways to do this. So I have one that's going to be a beginner pattern without a clean edge so that you just become more familiar with knit and purl stitches. And then I have a little bit of an, like I call it, an advanced beginner pattern, so it will have this clean edge. So I'll give you both examples of that, and we will do the twist. And you can use any yarn with the correct size of needles. So what I recommend is, in this one here, I'm making it with We Are Knitters, the petite wool, and they recommend using a US 11, which is an 8mm needle. So I do recommend starting with what they recommend on the package so that it gives you a good starting point. Now for me, a size 11 made this a little bit loose, so because I didn't really want it lacy, I wanted it a little bit denser. So it just depends on your style of knitting. An 11 might work well for you if you're a tight knitter. So you just have to do a little swatch and test it with maybe like 10 stitches or something and do a few rows. It doesn't have to be a big swatch for like a gauge, because this isn't too picky on the size. You can play with it. And there's not a lot of cast on stitches, so it makes it quick too. So you get your yarn and whatever corresponding needle so that it gives you a nice relaxed fabric whenever you're done with it, because you don't want it too tight whenever you're wearing it, and these little bumps are kind of hard if your knitting is really tight, and it's not very comfortable to wear. So a little bit looser stitch works well with the seed stitch. So I'm using size 10.5, US 10.5, so it's 6.5mm needles. And I just happen to be using cable needles, but I'm going to be knitting flat. But so you can use just regular straight needles. You do not have to have the cable. It's just that's what I happen to have, and that's what I use. And then you just need a darting needle so that we can seam the twist, and a pair of scissors, and you are good to go. So on mine, I cast on 17 stitches, and it is about 4 inches wide, maybe a little bit wider than 4 inches. Yeah, maybe about 5 inches wide, 4 3/4. And just depending on your particular style that you want, just make it however wide you want it to be. And of course, the littler young ones, you'll want a narrower band. And I'm going to, so instead of casting on 17 stitches, I'm going to go with, I can go with 9. So that way I can make it shorter for you. Make the video shorter so you can just see how it goes. My goal is to try not to, or I guess try to be respectful of your time. So we're going to make a little bit narrower headband. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And I just use the long tail cast on method. It's my go-to method. And I like to create just a little bit of tension there with this stitch so it doesn't get too loose. And then we're going to purl the first stitch and knit. Purl, knit. Purl, knit. Purl, knit, and purl. Now, so that's why I like to do an odd number, is because my first and last stitches are the same, so it looks uniform. And because it's odd number, it's also one row on repeat. So we're going to purl, knit, purl, knit. So our seed stitch, so this is a purl stitch, we're going to knit into it. This is a knit stitch, we're going to purl into it. And we just alternate those two stitches back and forth. And you just keep repeating that one row over and over and over again until it's as long as you want. So how I did this, so whenever I was making mine, I made it to where it fit comfortably. This is comfortably around my head and not tight, because when we put this together and then do the twist, it's going to shorten it just a little bit. So you want to make sure that this is comfortable, long enough to be comfortable all the way around your head or whoever you're knitting it for. So it is handy to have that person there with you so that you can try it on them or put it around them, not necessarily try it on, but just test it on them. All right, so now I will show you how to do a clean edge. Let me grab those, get those out of the way. All right, so on the wrong side of our work, and we know we're on the wrong side because this here is a row of purls at the bottom. And when we're looking at the right side of our work, see how that looks a lot cleaner and they kind of look like knit stitches at the bottom. So that's how you can tell if you're on the right or wrong side of your row. And I tried to simplify it as much as possible so that it's easy to memorize. So with the yarn in front, we're just going to slip that first stitch off. And since that's a purl stitch, we're going to knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit. And then with yarn in front, slip one purlwise. So the first and last stitch are the same on every row. So on the right side row, now we're going to knit one into the back loop. And then we're going to knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, and then knit one into the back loop. And then you follow those two on repeat, and you will have this nice, pretty edge. Very clean. It's not too scary. But it took me a long time before I was ready to do a clean edge because honestly, it doesn't look terrible without doing the clean edge. So you just do what's comfortable for you, and then whenever you're ready to kick it up a notch, you have a video here to help you out with that, maybe after you've knitted a few of them. And let's see here. We are ready to do the twist, which is a lot easier than it looks. So this here is my bind off edge because I kept my tail super long. And you do have, I mean, on this, there is no right or wrong, quote unquote. It's both the same. But whenever you put it together, then you will have a right and wrong side. So make sure you have the right side facing up, whichever side you want to be on the right side. And then we're going to bring our edges together here, like that. And then we're going to offset it so that our centers meet up. So we have the center of our cast on edge, center of our bind off edges, and we're going to bring those together. And then we're going to fold this one to the inside, and then we're going to fold this one here on the outside. So then we have all 4 layers. And then this here is my long tail, which I need to put my needle on. And we'll just be going back and forth. So because it's in the center, I'm going to go on this far edge and bring it so we can bring those together, and then we'll go through all 4 layers. So we're going to go in here and grab both legs of all 4 layers. So we'll do it again. So I grab both legs, both legs, both legs, and both legs. All 4 layers. You don't want to pull too tight, just a little snug. And kind of pull that one back up. And because we're bringing all 4 of these layers together, it really goes pretty quick. And then I do recommend going backwards through it again, just to give it a little bit, reinforce it a little bit. And then I am going to go, because this is the edge, go back around. Just to give it a good snug. All right, and then you can go back through. I don't think I got all of those. It's a little harder going back through. And it doesn't have to be perfect. One more time down here, just to bring all 4 of these layers together. And then do the same thing down here. Just cinching that up. There we go. Got a lot of layers in there. All right, and then you'll want to weave that in also. Well, to make it clean and pretty, we'll just do that real quick. Since we're here on the wrong side of our work. And we'll go through it again. So I gave it a nice little cinch. And then can get a little bulky with all these layers. And I pulled it a little tight because then you can kind of loosen it up. All right, so this is the wrong side. And then we're going to flip it over. And then that's the right side. We have a pretty twist there. I think that's absolutely gorgeous. And make those in different sizes, different yarns. And that is it. That is your headband ready to wear, super quick and easy. 1 layer, so it's a little lighter for spring or fall when it's just not quite cold outside and just want to take the chill off. Or in Kansas we have a lot of wind, so this really helps keep my ears warmer. So I hope you guys enjoy your new headband and learning a clean edge. So I hope you guys learned something today too. So I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.